What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Flying Eye Podcast. So today, the story I'm doing is smoking weed with the creepy ass neighbor. So I had some weed that day, and then the new character, or one of my newer friends, well, not my friend anymore, texts me. Let's call her Jill. She says, "What you doing? Let's smoke." I say, "Bet." I get on the train, and about 20 minutes later, I get off at my stop. And then I text them, they don't respond. Then Hank, her brother, texts me. Yeah, let's just call him Hank. He hits me up saying, "Come to the next stop." I'm confused because his sister, Jill, wanted me to go to this station, but then he wanted me to go to the next one. Then Jill, as soon as he got done telling me that, she texted me saying, "Are you here?" And I was like, "Yeah." And then and then I turn around, wait a couple minutes, and I see her walking down. And then I tell her what's going on and how Hank wants me to go to the next stop. I see Hank going around the corner, and I'm confused because I thought he was at the other stop. We don't say nothing much about it because we're together now. Now we can chill, smoke, do whatever we want. Then we go to the park that's like right next to their fucking train station. And then these two kids pull up. One of them's like fucking shorter than me. And then the other one, I don't even remember what he looks like. It's been so long. And he pulls up. I had this little ass joint on me, and I wasn't gonna pull it out because I didn't know these people. And plus, it was 5 people there. Fucking a little half-gram joint. Not even a half-gram. It was a small ass joint. But if on 5 heads, we wouldn't even gotten high. They would have looked at me like, "What the fuck did you just bring?" But they leave, and then I pull it out, and then I thought they were gonna care. No, they only cared that it was something to smoke. So, okay, back on track. But I pull out that little ass joint, and then I spark that shit, and we're just passing it around. We smoke that shit pretty quick. We're just sitting at these benches, just chilling, smoking. I'm looking around, looking at all the nature. It's fucking beautiful. Nice ass day. And then we got done with that. I don't remember if they chucked the fucking roach, but I wanted to keep that bitch, and then I could have packed not even a half bowl at home, not even a third, motherfucker, I hit out of my bowl at home. We put it out. And then I don't remember what they did with the roach, like I just said. And then Jill pulls out her bong, and it's like a water bottle, but a bong. And like how I normally know them is that whenever you're hitting them, the smoke will just go into your lungs without you having to pull the bowl out to get all the smoke in. This one, it does not work like that. You hit it, no smoke goes into your mouth goes into your fucking body until you pull the bowl piece out. So, she pulls this bitch out, and she didn't even pour water in it. Water was already in there. I was like, dude, to be fair, that bong water could have been a year old. We could have been smoking a fucking year-old bong water. But she rips that shit like 5 times. And then she passes it to me. I hit that bitch, and then whenever I hit it like once or twice, I remember I hit it like once or twice, I pass it to Hank, and then I'm surprised, because I'm surprised I even got a hit out of it. And then he's like, "Oh, well, fuck it, I'm K'ing it." I was like, "Oh, damn, I'm surprised it wasn't K'ing whenever I took my second hit." But he K's it, and then then she starts putting everything away, and then we start walking like around the park because we have nothing to fucking do. Then we're just walking. We look right, and there's this guy pushing a fucking garbage can you would see at the end of the driveways. So we just laugh about it for a couple of minutes. We start walking across this bridge, and then I notice this guy. He's like laying on the ground with a hoodie over his face. I was like, this is definitely a tweaker. He is definitely on some tweak right now. And I was high as fuck, so I was like, "You know what? Let's fuck with him." Fucking Hank, he agrees with me. Jill stays back, and we just go up and start making like bird noises and trying to fuck with him. He does nothing. He sits there and is still fucking through his tweak high. So we just stop because we're not getting nowhere with this. It's not even funny anymore. So we're just like, screw it, we're bored, let's go back to their place. We go back to their place, and then we're sitting there for 5 minutes, and then he's like, you know what, let's go out and let's smoke. We're smoking already? We literally just smoked at the park, but I wasn't gonna complain, because fucking it's something to do instead of sitting here on their couch watching fucking TV. We go back outside, and she has the bong still. We're just fucking hitting it. We're hitting it. And then eventually this guy, I think he had like a laundry basket, and then he looked over at Hank, and looked over at me, and gave me that, like, the rock eyebrow, and pointed at me. Like, am I in trouble? So I was like, no, it's good, I'm gonna wait till he comes back over here. Well, if he comes back over here. To see if he's got, like, a problem or anything. But, so, well, he comes back outside, and he starts smoking with us. And then he's like, do you want to watch a trippy video? I was already stoned, and I was just down with anything, but I was like, do I really want to watch this video from this tweaker? He literally looked like a tweaker from next door. I was like, no, I'm fine. Later, to come of it, it was this really fucked up video. Good thing I didn't see it. Hank just told me about it. He's watching it. Like I said, I didn't know at the time. Then all I hear is him say, what the hell is that? And then, Hank's cousin, I think, he looked like he looked like he was already over 18, because he already had his med card. And I was like, that's cool. And so I started asking him about it. He, like, answered one of my questions, then just, like, stopped talking to me. Until I went out this little, like, dragon bong that fucking Hank wanted me to show him. He's like, show me your little dragon bong. So I pulled it out, showed it to him. He was like, oh, this little thing's cool. Gives it back to me, and I put it back in my bag. And the tweaker neighbor and his cousin are just talking. I'm not paying attention. I'm just trying to smoke and talk to Hank at the same time. But, I was just trying to low-key chill. Eventually, Hank's cousin went back inside, and I was like, dude, I need to charge my phone. My phone's about to fucking die. If my dad texts me and I don't respond, he's gonna tweak on me. So I go inside, and I put my phone on the charger, and then I go back out, and tweaker neighbor is, or E, whatever. Yeah, they didn't know his, fucking name, so they just called him E, or as I called him, the tweaker neighbor. He's sitting on one of the chairs, and then I go out, and he stands up. I'm like, nah, you good, you can sit down. And then he sits back down, and then I sit on the concrete, and we talk, and we're talking, and we're smoking. Then Hank comes back out, and sits down. Before we were gonna go back inside, I forgot for a fucking reason, but we were gonna be going back inside. Tweaker neighbor was just there awkwardly, and we smoked like one last bowl. Me and Hank was like, dude, I can't hit it anymore. I can't. I'm like, dude, fucking if I'm still okay, then you're still okay. There's no way I already have a fucking higher tolerance than you. So then, I'm just like, fuck it. I'm gonna prove to him that I'm not a fucking pussy, and I'm gonna rip this bitch. I forgot to take out the bowl out of her little water bottle bong, so I'm just trying to fucking rip this bitch. I had like 50% air capacity in it, and all the smoke was just collecting in there. I'm wondering, like, why is it no smoke coming out? Then Hank or his sister tells me, oh yeah, you gotta pull the bowl out. So then I take it out, and then I just try to iron lung that bitch. I just tried to keep ripping that bitch. And then after I got done, there was still fucking a bunch of smoke in it, but I started coughing up a lung. I told Hank, dude, you gotta hit this. And they're like, no, clear it. I'm like, dude, I can't, you gotta hit this. And then he finally fucking succumbs, and starts fucking hitting it. He gets done, and he starts coughing up a fucking lung, too. And then he puts it down, or, like, he gives it to his sister, I don't remember. After he got done smoking, he sat back down, And then the tweaker neighbor shows him another video. And whenever I say he, like, Hank, fucking, I don't know if that rip put him out, if that fucking hit put him out, but he was invested. I remember he's sitting there, fucking, he looks like he's smiling watching the video. And then I'm like, dude, is he okay? So I try to get his attention by karate chopping him in the fucking, back. This fucking linebacker motherfucker, he doesn't even react to it. He keeps watching the video. And then, the video is over, and then he's like, know what, let's go back inside, because fucking, I don't know, I think the video maybe weirded him out, or like something, but he just wanted to go back inside, so we went back inside, and we're sitting back on the couch, and I'm like, dude, I don't want to be here anymore. Because at this point, it was starting to get late, and then I wanted to get home. So then his grandma starts stomping down the fucking stairs. And then starts like tweaking on him. Are you smoking in your room? Blah, blah, blah. And then he's like, no, I'm not. And then while that's going on, I'm just standing there, leaned on the fucking wall. I was so fucking geeked out. I was just leaning against the wall, just like my mouth wasn't fucking hang open, but my mouth was a little bit open, and my eyes were just like focused on one thing. I was zoned out, fucking leaning on the wall. And then as soon as they get done, I snap back into reality, and I just start looking at Hank. He starts looking at me. I'm like, dude. It started getting a little bit awkward, so I was like, no, dude, I'm gonna start heading home. My dad might want me home soon. He was like, sure, let me dap you up before I leave, so I dap him up. Fucking, and then I leave. So that was the end of the second solo episode of the Flying High podcast. If you like any more, fucking hit the subscribe button and the like button, and I'll see you guys in the next video.